News, my wonderful people. Yes, it's happening. Hey, Peter Obi mocks Atiku and Jagaban. He says their only structure is their stomach, the stomach infrastructure. That's all they are working forward. They are saying he doesn't have structure. Their one is a stomach infrastructure. On a more serious note, guys, apart from traveling, wearing gold, very expensive things that are one of the 1% who can afford such, and living a luxurious life, what else do you do with money? Do you put it in your mouth, pack it inside your mouth, and begin to chew it? No. And at the end of the day, we need to be careful. Okay, how we are doing these things, we need to be very careful. We need to be very careful because the decisions you are making now can either make or mar you. Yeah, all the plenty money you have, that is as if is you are the only one, and it's making you to oppress people. You can pay Nigerians debts, but rather you guys will want to confiscate the money to yourself, to you alone. Are you the only person? Look at schools, and you have money that can put the school in order. None of you will do it. Let's get all the details. Your stomach is your only structure, is stomach infrastructure. Peter Obi mocks PDP APC presidential candidates as they try to say to him he has no structure. These are things that are going on currently right now. Nigerians are watching. Your only structure is stomach infrastructure. Peter Obi mocks PDP and APC. The Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has described the political structure of the All Progressive Congress APC and the People Democratic Party PDP as stomach infrastructure that has brought more hardship for millions of Nigerians in the last 2 decades. Obi said this during an address at the Labour Party Coalition for Peter Obi Summit at the International Conference Center, Abuja, on Thursday. The current structure of both the People Democratic Party and the All Progressive Congress are stomach infrastructure that has brought us nothing but suffering. Peter Obi explained, their understanding of structure is sharing the Nigerians' versus interest and influence pedigrees. This is against what Peter Obi represents. That is against what Yusuf Baba Ahmed represents. It is indeed against the vision of the Labour Party. We don't want to have people who only look out for themselves and take care of themselves and forget about others. Forget about the people they pledged allegiance and gave their words that they will serve. Obi said his structure is 100 million poor Nigerians who come out on election day to fight for their future. It is 33% unemployed Nigerians who already know who kept them unemployed. Our structure indeed is the parents of 18.5 million out-of-school children in Nigeria who are starving and who are struggling to ensure that they can afford a 3 square meal. These are the people. Secondly, Obi said our structure is everyone seated in this hall today. Yes, we have structures. We are ready to move to save Nigeria. Since I entered the presidential race, my mandate has been constant and indeed with the Labour Party's vision, which mainly seeks to ensure economic transformation through job-led growth. Therefore, my decision to join the Labour Party was not by coincidence or just happened. It was indeed a thorough decision given the ideology to ensure that things are different in Nigeria. So this is Peter Obi and his running mate. Yes, and he's saying to the people, we are not coming just for coming sake. We are not coming because we want to, just speak and do nothing. No, that's not what we are coming for. We are coming to ensure that the common man and woman on the streets get a sense of belonging. Do you know how many children are out of school? Do you know how many people are going through a lot? All because, the so-called government that are supposed to do the right thing are doing nothing about it. Do you know how many people are going through a lot in this country Do you know how life has been for some persons, for some people? Do you know exactly what is going on? Do you know how people are genuinely suffering? All because a government that should put things in place have decided to turn a blind eyes and pretend that the very people they are supposed to be governing over have no, they don't care. As soon as they get the votes that they need, they close the door right behind the people, on the people's face. They close the door on the people's face. And every one of us here, we are looking at them, expecting that they will bring laws and bring things that would turn Nigeria around. But guess what? None of them are even thinking of that. All they are thinking about is me, myself, and I. Okay? The other day, Atiku was saying that he will privatize things to his friends. And he asked, are my friends, can't they get it? And some people there were laughing. I don't understand what the laughter is. He was that's what he's planning for. That if he becomes president, he will privatize things. He will ensure that he will ensure that the very decision of the Fulanis, okay, to have Nigeria, he said what the southern governors have done, he will unturn it. That he will ensure that Ruga, where Buhari failed them, comes to pass. This was his words. Some days ago, he said that he will ensure that he established Ruga across the country. In case you are not aware, they are trying to bring a bill, okay, regarding this water thing. They are trying to bring a bill so that they own the bee, they own the land. Why is this so important? Other people, other livestock producers, how come it's only cattle producers that must be shared across the country? What happened to other, those who are into piggery, into poultry and the rest? What happens to them? How come, we must accept the cattle by fire, by force? Do you know that some people are vegetarian in Nigeria? I know that a large part of us, we eat beef, meat, cattle, and what have you. But some people are vegetarians. It may be a very minute percent, but they must be considered in decision making. And so they take things beyond measure, and they make the people feel as if they have no choice. Buhari's mission statement, just watch. You will see, because they are sponsoring a bill now. And they've even told Femi Gbajabiamila that they will impeach him if he does not allow the reading of the bill to pass, where they want to own the water. By the time they take your land, they take your water, what else is left? Their forefathers, in those days did not secure lands because they were nomadics. They were moving with cattle from one place to another. And so when others were securing land and settling, they were not settlers. They move around. And today, whether they like it or not, life has come to be. And so this is what, so those, their children now who are becoming leaders. Sadly, some persons who should be leaders have not taken it seriously to say, you know what, let's get into politics. And so their children coming in now, finding out that it's as though our parents did not make hay while the sun was shining, wants to oppress others. Leave us a comment. Bye for now.